All right, guys. So we are live on YouTube now. Thank you all for joining us today. I truly appreciate everyone for joining. Please, again,
Dr. Boachi, you are muted. We can hear you.
So thank you all for joining today. Today, we are going to have a webinar with Nancy. Nancy is going to share her experiences with us, how she was able to journey from Ghana to the US and how she was able to transfer while studying at KNUST or Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, where she started as a business major, a business student, and how she was later able to transfer to pursue nursing in the US, where she's currently is, and I think, I don't remember, Nancy, this is your first or your second year, your first or your second semester. So Nancy will introduce herself and then we will go. So Nancy, the floor is yours, please.
Hi everyone, my name is Nancy and I'm in St. Cloud State University pursuing a bachelor's of degree in nursing. So my journey with top tier.
Guys, please do not unmute yourself. You are giving all of us a lot of feedback coming through. So please, Nancy, all right, go ahead.
Hi, my name is Nancy, and I'm in St. Cloud State University pursuing a bachelor's degree in nursing. So my journey with top tier study abroad was superb, I started this journey somewhere in 2020. Yeah, I got admission in 2020, but due to COVID, I had to wait till 2021. So yeah, I did wait till 2021. So through the process, hello? Mr.
Yes,
Boachi,
we can hear you. We can hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I started my application process in 2021, but I got admission in 2020, but due to COVID, I had to wait. So with the process, let me start from the top. Yeah, with the process, I started with how to drop the business course I was doing in KNUST and going to pursue nursing in the US.
Mama, mommy is calling.
So,
all right, Nancy, hold on. Guys, please. We try to mute you guys. You're mute yourself. Please mute yourself. All right, Nancy. Let's continue. So Nancy, how did it all start? Let's recap. How did it all start? Starting from your application, how did it all start? So can you take us through how it all started? And then we will move on to the scholarship piece and then move on all the way to your visa interview and your scholarships and all that. So please.
Yeah, like I said, I started my application in 2020, but due to COVID, so I had already gained admission in St. Cloud State, which with the help of top tier, but I had to wait till 2021, somewhere for spring semester, that's January 2022. So I started my application in November. Yeah. I did several mock interviews with Dr. Boache. Before that, I had to go to their office twice a week to submit my forms, to submit things they requested for, things they would need Yeah, I submitted everything. So my interview date was somewhere in December. So I had to prepare. So I did 1 month mock interview with Dr. Boache. And as the date was drawing near, I had to go to Sierra Leone because that's where I went for my visa interview. So we did everything, and I had to leave Ghana to Sierra Leone for my visa interview. So I went there a week before my interview. So I had to lodge somewhere. I had to lodge in a hotel, yeah. So I got to Sierra Leone airport, and there was this guy who came and picked us up we crossed the road. We crossed the sea because he had to cross the sea for like 20 minutes, 45 minutes before you reach their town. Yeah. So we did everything. We put our ticket for the road, for the sea trip, and we got there, and he took us to the hotel. The next day, he tried and show us around. And so my interview was actually the following week, Wednesday. Yeah, so over there, I tried to memorize the mock interview I did with Doc. And yeah, he also called me to blast me through it too. So the due day, let's say the due day was on Wednesday. So yeah, so Wednesday morning, we had to leave the hotel early as possible because you have to reach the embassy there. You have to reach there like 1 hour before your interview. So we got there and we rehearsed a little bit. So we had to, I think we call us in the groups of 5. Yeah. Yeah, in groups of 5. So we call you, you go inside, we do checkups, like you have to write your name, where you are staying, yeah, which is the hotel. Then the person whom you came with, his or her number, yeah. Then we did that and went inside, waiting for us to be called for our interview. So first of all, the lady will call you for fingerprint checks and checking of your I-20 and your admission letter. Yeah. When she's done with that, you go and take your seat. Then you wait for the person who is coming to interview you. So we did that. Yeah, we passed through all these process. So it got to, they have to mention your name before you can come. Yeah. So they mentioned, I think I was I was the second person. So literally the first person was from Sierra Leone and I was from Ghana. And the third person too was from, I think, Sierra Leone or Ghana. So the guy called me. I was so nervous, this was my first time. So I was so nervous. So he started asking me, he took my eye because they had already passed my I-20 to him. So he just picked it and he was like, so where are you going to? Which university? Then I said, oh, I'm going to St. Cloud State University. Okay, so who is sponsoring? And I said, my dad. And he will ask you the type of job your sponsor does. Then you say, I said, oh, he is a transport, he owns a transport business. And he said, oh, okay. So literally he has my I-20, so he's just confirming if everything I'm saying is true. So he asked me and I said, okay, yeah, I'm going here. This is the person sponsoring. And he was like, how many schools did you apply for? And I said, oh, I applied for 3 schools, but I gained admission in 2 universities, which was St. Cloud State University and I don't really remember the other one. So he asked me why I chose St. Cloud State University, and I was like, oh, because they have this, they are giving me this percentage. Yeah, they are giving me this scholarship and they have good facilities. Yeah, the professors too are nice. Yeah, I said something I said something about this school and he was like, oh, okay. So me, I didn't know my visa has been approved because he gave me a sheet, a piece of paper just to show that my visa has been approved. But this is my first time and I don't know. I was like, I was nervous when I was talking, so I don't know if I got approval or not. So literally when I went out, I was like kind of sad and tense. So they asked the guy who brought us, he asked me that did he give me any piece of paper? And I said, yeah. And he said, your visa have been approved. And I said, oh, okay. So I thought I was denied because the way, even though I was answering everything right, but I was tense, nervous, I was not really shaking, but I was, yeah. So he told me I have to come the following week for the visa because it was written on this piece of paper that she gave me that I'm supposed to come next week for the visa. So we waited for the other guys who went there with. And yeah, it took us we spent almost 2 hours there, but we came in early because they would start early, but it took me 5 minutes for the interview. Yeah. Madam, mute.
Okay. All right, Nancy. So let me ask you these questions. What are some of the things you observed in the room? Were there other people that you thought they were also nervous? Were there other people that were answering the questions right? Were there people you think they were not prepped well? What was the feeling in the room? Was it tense? How were you able to calm down? So let's start it from this. What were some of your observations in the room when you went there?
We were many, so I thought, literally, I thought we are not going, not all of us though, but I know have maybe a percentage won't get it and the other will get it. So they were
supposed to appear
7 or 10 Ghanaians.
You should have. You want to say when
Nancy, please unmute yourself. I muted everyone. Please unmute
Yeah.
yourself.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Can you hear
Yeah.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. So I said, literally, I was in front. So I was in front. I was part of the first 5 who entered. So I did my first. But if you see the scene in the room, you could tell from the look of others that they are scared. They feel like they won't get the visa. You know, they feel like they won't get the visa. But some were very prepared, but others were very scared because this was their first time. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So in terms of the interview, was the person friendly? The interviewer, was he friendly, or was it a male or was it a female? And how did the whole interview start? Did he start by first greeting you? How was the process?
Okay,
Walk us
so the
through.
person who went in first was from Sierra Leone, and I saw that the lady greeted him. Like the person who was interviewed as was a guy. Yeah. So I saw that the lady who went greeted him. So I was like, oh, okay, so I have to greet him when I reach there. Yeah. So when I got there, I greeted him, and he was friendly. Yeah. He asked, he was friendly. Yeah. He was like, how are you doing? I was like, I'm fine. But I was shaking, it's my first time, so I was shaking. I was shaking. I said, oh, everything is, I was like, oh, I'm fine. And so, okay, so he took my I-20, like I said, and he started asking me questions just to verify if what is here, if what he's having is right. Yeah. So he started by asking me the university I'm going to, the course I'm going to do, why I chose the school, the person who is sponsoring, what work does the person who is sponsoring does. So I think he concluded with, let me try and remember. He concluded with, yeah, he
Looking at your
concluded with
experience,
what
was he friendly?
Yeah, he was friendly. To me, he was friendly. But to those who came later after the interview, they said the guy was not friendly. And I was like, maybe it's because I went early or because I was part of the first 5. Maybe that's why. Because to me, I see that he was friendly.
Friendly to you.
They are friendly, whites, they are very friendly.
Okay. All right. So right now, let's walk through the scholarship. In terms of your scholarship for your nursing program, how much of scholarship did you get?
Okay, 40% scholarship. That's when you apply for the school and you gain admission, you automatically get 40% scholarship for gaining admission in St. Cloud State University. So when you come, they had already deducted your 40% scholarship from your fees. Yeah, so you pay the remaining. And it depends. Your course depends the amount of fees you pay.
Okay.
Me as a nursing student, after they had deducted my 40% scholarship, I had to pay $6,500.
Okay. So in terms of work, other people are sending me messages that are you currently working? Would you get jobs on campus to do? How is the process? Do you have to just walk in, or how do you apply for on-campus jobs?
Okay, for that, I got here, when we started with orientation, they told us that if you want to work, you search for it early before domestic students come in. That's continuous students comes in. You have to search for a job. But you know, I'm a newbie. I don't know where to go to, whom to ask. So I literally stayed up for 1 month. And when I was okay with, right now I'm done with my orientation and petty things. So let me start looking for job. That's when the jobs were done. Let's say the jobs were finished. But somewhere middle of April, January, March, no, yeah, middle of April, I got a job. So we have a campus, we have a campus app. It's called Handshake. They post jobs over there. They post jobs over there, so you have to upload your resume. That's your CV. You have to upload your resume. So yeah, let me say, when you upload your resume, if they post any available jobs on campus, that's where it comes to Handshake. So if you are looking for a job on campus, you go to Handshake, and each and every one of us have that app, because they tell you how to download it. They give you the logins and everything, which will be yours. Yeah, so we use that to access it. And right now I'm working, even though we're on vacation, I'm working on campus. As an international student, you're not allowed to work outside campus, or else your visa will be terminated. When it terminates, that means you are going back to where you came from. Yeah, they say this to us. They say this to us every time we meet, because it's against the school rules and regulations. So you have to work on campus. And what was your course level? Okay, so you have to work on campus.
Nancy, let me cut in. So another question that I just got was that since you were already at KNUST, what were you studying at KNUST, and was it hard for you to stop what program you were doing to change to nursing? So people want to know if you can walk them through that.
So I got admission in 2020, like I said, but due to COVID, I had to wait. So my parents and I decided that, why don't I go to college for the meantime? And I said, okay. So I applied for nursing courses in KNUST, but you know, I took business administration as my last choice. You know, we all know that, we won't get the last choice, you get the first and the second. Yeah, so that's what I did. I took business administration as my last choice, and that's what I got. So I had to do that. So I went for a first semester and second semester, and that's 2020. No, 2021. Yeah. So since I wanted to do nursing, that means I had to stop with my business course and start everything all together. But if you want to continue with your course you were doing in the college, you can just go into this to the school administration and talk to them that you want to go and travel. You want to travel to the States. Sorry, you want to travel to the States and continue your education, and you want to do you want to further in this same course. So they will tell you what to do, what you will need. So when you are applying for the school, you provide that. But for me, because I knew I was going to change the course, I used my WASI results yeah, in applying for this schools, and that's in South State University. Yeah.
Okay. So also, the person who asked this question, let me add something to it. As Nancy said, um, if you want to study business, if she wanted to stay with the business administration, what she could have done was get her transcript from KNUST, and then the 1 year that she did, they would transfer it into the program. But since she started something totally different, which is nursing, what we at Top Tier Study Abroad Consult, what we did was that we took her WASI results and applied for the nursing program, a complete program from what she was doing at that time. So when she came in, she just started right from the scratch. So she just started from nursing straight away. So that is it. Also, please get your questions coming so that Nancy can start answering them. We have an hour. We have 50 minutes. No, 49 minutes more to go. So please get your questions coming. Okay, please get your questions coming. Someone say, can you talk about the weather in Minnesota?
Okay. A minute, please. Okay, so about the weather, you see, I came here somewhere in December 15th. Yeah, so they were in spring and it was snowing. Yeah, so when I got out from the plane, it was very cold, not like, water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius, if I'm right. But the weather here was negative something. So you can imagine. It was very cold and it was snowing as well. But you have to you have to dress up. You have to cover all your body, to catch the weather. Yeah, you have to cover all your body to catch the weather. So the weather, it changes. It's not going to be this. It's not going to be this till no. I think it's the spring. I think spring ending of April getting to May. So yeah, ending of April getting to May. So it starts somewhere in December and ends in ending of April getting to May. So in between that period, you have to cover up, you have to make sure you don't expose yourself because you can feel sick. Yeah. You have to dress up. Yeah, dress up. You can put on like 3 or 4 jackets plus winter jackets and boots. You have to cover all your body.
Okay, so let me share this story with other guys. So I remember when I dropped Nancy off, it was cold, yes. Like outside from the airport, you could see that everywhere was like ice throughout.
Yeah.
So we picked her up, we picked the rental up, I picked the rental car up, and visibly, even when I was sitting in the car, it was so cold. So yes, Minneapolis it's not a joke. Like literally, not me saying Koba, like my feet was just making that sound, knocking against each other. It was pretty cool.
I'll add this to it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I remember when Doug dropped me. You see, this is my first time, and that kind of vibe. you just go here. So he took me to get some stuffs for my room, and I left my jacket in the car. So you can imagine. Hey, I will never forget. I will never forget. Hey, I had to run back and take my jacket. That kind of feeling when you are from Ghana, it's over. Oh yeah. I had to run back to get my jacket because it was not easy.
Yeah. Thanks So let me read the other questions for you to answer. Those are watching on YouTube, I'll also be reading your questions. So please, I heard a lot of people saying when you are going for the interview, you will need your transcript, not your WASI results. So I want to know something about that, please. Which document did you go with? Did you go with your WASI results or your high school transcript?
It said WASI results.
No, that was when I was filling the application for the school. But when you are going for the interview, you take your transcripts from high school.
Okay.
Yeah, your transcript, your I-20, your admission letter, and your passport.
Okay. And just so you know as well, you will need your WASI results.
Yeah,
your WASI
results.
What they will do is that most of the time, the most important document is your WASI, your I-20, your WASI results, your bank statement, because the WASI result, if there is any doubt they want to verify, what they will verify is the WASI results, because the WASI results is verifiable. They can go online and verify to see if the WASI results is true and true to what you're talking about. Secondly, next week, we will try and see, there is another lady called Gloria. She did diploma in nursing, and then she's currently pursuing a bachelor's degree in nursing. We will invite her either next week or next 2 weeks for her to also share her story working with us. So please make sure that you are ready. Yes, I'll answer that question for her. Yes, if you have a diploma in nursing, if you have a diploma in nursing or even an HND in any field and you want to pursue nursing, yes, it's possible. So there is no need for you to think that if, let's say, for example, you have an HND in marketing or HND in human resource and you want to pursue nursing, yes, it's doable, just so you know.
My daughter is about to finish.
They're not done.
Dr. Wachi, you are muted.
Okay. A question, someone is asking you a question, Nancy. Okay. Can you talk about work on campus, and is the salary okay?
Okay, work on campus. Okay, so before the person employs you, you have to provide your class schedule. So she or he has to check. Maybe let's say Monday your classes ends at 12. So yeah, he can put you somewhere around 2. You can work from 2 to 4. And for the salary, it's okay. It's $10 per hour. So it's okay. It's not really okay, but it's okay.
So Nancy, the other question is, hope there is a payment plan at the university so that I can pay my tuition fees on a monthly basis.
Yeah, there is. You can pay it.
So talk to me more about the payment plan option.
So we have a payment plan. It depends on you if you want to pay $50 or $100 a month, or yeah, if you want to pay $50 or $100 a month, you can do that. And if you want to pay it bit by bit, that's maybe you got 200, you want to, yeah, because they don't really force us to pay fees. They just send you a reminder that, oh yeah, you have this amount and you have to pay it. They don't really stress us about the fees, but sometimes maybe once a month or twice a month, they will send you a reminder that you have a like you have you have fees that you're
Fees to
supposed to pay. Yeah. So
Okay.
it's just a reminder. But like I said, you can pay it in installments. No, we have a payment plan, or you can choose to pay it bit by bit.
Okay. So Nancy, walk us through another experience. Right now you've got into school. How is your relationship with the African students, with the American students? How has it been? How is campus life? Is it nice? Is it only about books? Do you guys go to church? Is there time for African student organizations to organize parties? Do you hang out with friends? Those who want to go to church, those who want to pray, those who want to club a little bit, party a little bit. What has been your experience schooling in the US? Is it all party, 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 like
Oh
we see on
no.
TV? How is it like?
Okay, so let me start from classes. So in your class, we have different people coming from different backgrounds. They are coming from different countries. So when they are coming from different background and countries, so it's not very difficult to like get what they are trying to say. But as time goes on, you're in the same class with them. Sometimes their English are not really clear, but as time goes on, since you are in the same class with them, you get to hear them and understand them. And also to the professors, sorry, they take their time. Like if it can take us like 1 week to 2 or 3 weeks to complete a course, because to complete a subject, because they have to take their time for you to understand it very well before we proceed. I think we call it like if we all don't understand it, we are not moving. And what they will do for you to understand it is they will give us assignments like almost every day. For assignments, it's our drag. We take it every day. But they don't give you assignments today and tell you to bring it tomorrow or something like that. They'll give you 1 week, maybe 3 days, or probably 2 weeks to complete the assignments. And for the parties and everything, yeah, you can party, but you have to remember that you came here for a purpose. You came here to learn. These people, they can party a lot, but remember you're coming from somewhere. You are coming because you want to achieve this. You are coming because you want to achieve this. We have a campus church. We have a campus church. We go in the afternoon, and for school activities, you can choose to join, but it's fun to join. You can get to know new people from different countries. They have heritage culture. Yeah, they do a lot of games. I think every weekend there is a game going on in campus stadium. Yeah. And also, every Saturday too, they have movie nights. They have movie nights. We have school theater where they showcase it. So, and we have like at least every week there's something going on. Yeah, you can choose to join. You have groups too. We have a lot of groups on campus, which is very good when you join. Some groups, I think, like you get more benefits from the groups when you join them. And also, I wanted to add it to it that we have a lot of scholarships on campus. All you have to do is you have to apply, and you write an essay. It's a competition. It's a competition.
So that is different from the 40% scholarship. So outside the 40% scholarship,
it's a
apply for
competition.
more scholarship.
For the scholarships, you can get full funding. You can get half. Like you can get $2,000 or $3,000 from it. All you have to do is you apply, you write an essay, not just a mere essay, but you know, you go into details because it's a competition. You are not only it's just, let me say, you are not only the person what's applying for
Right.
it.
Okay. So Nancy, also let me read the questions from please, did you start a nursing program from scratch or you started halfway?
I started from scratch.
Okay.
Okay, so you have to do a placement test. It's just their
So
you have to do a placement test. It's which is just English, but for their English, that's listening and what speaking. For listening and speaking class, for the placement test, you do listening and speaking, you do mathematics, you do speaking and writing. So if you pass it, that means you are starting your junior, like you are starting the, let's say I'm starting the nursing course right away if I pass. But if I don't pass, I have to do that. Yeah, and it's not really difficult, but they just want you to get their concept, you know, they just want you to get their concept. So I didn't pass, which is not shame or something like that, because it helps you build up your credits. Let's say since I didn't pass, I had to do those courses, and it's really helped me because for listening and speaking class, they teach you about how to speak their language, how to pronounce some accents, yeah, and for English too, how to write their essays, some mails, and the mathematics too is a general, it's basis, but for them, you don't use calculator. You don't use you don't use calculator, so they are teaching you for you to get the understanding. You know, it's not, they don't just blast through things. They make sure that you understand it, so you won't need a calculator. Yeah. So those courses I did help me build my credits. So when you are proceeding with your nursing course, yeah, let's say you are, no, it's fine. Yeah, that's all. So
all right.
the English,
So let me ask you this question So some of us don't have enough funding. I know you already talked about but we are hoping to study abroad. So is there a way you could pay after school or when you get a job? I know you already talked about some of the scholarship opportunities available that you can apply for. Can you also, re-emphasize on it so that people can know that when you get in, there are other scholarship opportunities for you to apply for? Did you get what I said?
No, please. Can you repeat that?
Okay. So the person wants to know that can they get scholarships to study abroad? And I'm saying that, yes, there is a 40% scholarship. You also talked about getting more scholarships when you get in, that there are other scholarships that you need to write essays to compete for, because it's not just the person alone applying for the scholarship, but the person needs to put in a strong essay. What I'm asking is that, can you talk about the scholarship again, that there are other scholarships that students can apply for, so that the person can know that this is coming from you, that you are there in Minnesota, you are there in the school, and you are saying that there are other scholarships they can apply for, apart from the 40% that is given to them after they've received the admission package.
Oh, okay. So about the scholarships, like I said, we have so many scholarships, and each department has a scholarship. And then in the nursing department, they have like many, like 10 or 12 or even more, not just in nursing departments, in engineering, business, everywhere. They have a lot. They even have groups like campus group scholarship. Yeah, they even have campus group scholarship. So like I said, it's good to join a school group. They give scholarship. If you are even part of the if you are part of the group, it's easy to get that scholarship. You know, if you are part of the group, it's easy to get the scholarship.
Okay. All right, Nancy, let's go to the question. Juliet Osei, please unmute yourself and ask your question. Juliet Osei.
Oh, good evening. Nancy, good evening.
Evening.
Good afternoon.
Please, Doc, what I want to ask is, me, for instance, I'm having a degree in human resource management. I have already applied for the school. So if I read there and I want to change it, is it possible?
Yeah, it's possible. Let's say I brought nursing. I brought in Bachelor. I said I wanted to do nursing course, so I started everything. Even if you reach halfway, you can choose to drop it. You can tell them, oh, I don't feel like doing this course again. Yeah, you can. Then you start with what you want. So let's say you came in with computer science. You came in with computer science. Right now, you don't feel like doing computer science again and you want to divert it to nursing. Yeah, they can change it for you. They just print a new I-20 and change the course. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. That's what I want to know. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you, Juliet, for asking that question. Ben, please unmute yourself. Ben, please unmute. Ben, please unmute yourself and ask your question. Ben, please unmute yourself. Ben, okay, if Ben is not ready.
Dr. Boache, hello.
Yeah, hello.
Hello. Please, can you hear me?
Yeah,
yes,
we can hear you.
Okay. Are there instances where a student can get admission? And after getting the admission, hello?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
Are there instances where students can get admission? And after getting the admission, the process of getting a visa might delay. Let's say if the person is supposed to go by 21st August and the interview date is not yet out, what are the best
options? There's someone talking
or
behind
what do you do in this instance? Will the person still be liable to?
Okay, I think what I know is you can apply for emergency visa, and also you can start if they don't give you that, then you can start your classes online in Ghana. So when you go for interview, you tell
and press enter. The noise is not from me. The noise is
not mute yourself.
Not from me.
Okay, well noted.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, Nancy, continue with the explanation.
I didn't get you very well. The noise wasn't from me.
Okay.
Please, the noise is from Ben. Kindly mute your device.
Thank you. So I was saying, I think you can apply for emergency visa. You go there, you tell them, oh, your school is supposed to start next week, but your interview date is like 2 weeks ahead. So you have to go and like you need an emergency visa. If they are not willing, or they tell you they can't do anything about it and you have to wait, then that means you have to start your classes online in Ghana. So when the due date for your interview or comes, then you go, then you tell them, oh, you had already started your classes online and you want to go there and join them.
Okay, thank you. All right, next person.
Can you give me 1 minute? I'm coming. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Prakodame, please ask your question.
Yeah, dog, please. Can I ask my question?
Yeah, go
ahead.
All right, thank you very much. So I think my question has to do with if you have a BSc in midwifery. I'm not too sure whether we have answered that question already. A BSc in midwifery. I want to find out if you can apply with a degree, and that when you even get the admission, are you going to start from level 100 and start from level 200 going? Thank you.
Wait, Frank, I don't get what you said. Can you please repeat?
I think he already has a bachelor's degree in midwifery, but he wants to come and start or pursue a bachelor's degree in nursing. Frank, am I right?
Exactly. Yes, dog. That's fine.
Okay.
From my experience, yes, you can do it, but they will still need the AWASI results, not just your nursing. And then when you get in, you book an appointment with your advisor. So what you and your advisor will do is that your advisor will look at your transcript, your degree transcript, and see how many courses are transferable. They are not going to transfer everything, but let's say they can transfer 2 years, and then you do 2 years, and then you can graduate. So that is how it is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Well noted.
Okay. So I have a lot of questions here. We have 22 minutes. So Inusa Abdul Gafaru, please ask your question so that we can move swiftly.
Yeah, dog, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
I want to know, you were talking about the payment plan. I don't know, every year you must pay the fee they gave you in your I-20 before you continue the other second year. And my other question is that you were talking about you going there to do other courses before you start your nursing program. Is it every university that do that, or only that the university attend? That's my question.
Okay, thank you. For the first question about the payments plan, so every semester you pay your fees. So every semester they give 40%. So they deduct the 40% from it, then they send you the remaining fees you have to pay. And for your second question, I don't really know about that for other universities. I'm not sure. I don't know anything about that for other universities.
What was this question about the other university?
I think he said for the payment plan. Yeah, something.
No, I was asking
All right,
about,
go ahead.
you said you did some courses before you joined the nursing business. And assuming that, I don't know, because you weren't a nurse, assume that somebody is a nurse and is going to pursue degree in nursing. So are you going to also do those courses before you start the nursing program? That's what I asked.
Nancy, so you remember when you were about to start, you said you took a test and you didn't pass the test, so you needed to take some classes. He wants to know that if you're already a nurse in Ghana, like let's say a diploma nurse, certificate nurse, would you still be required to go through that same process? For example, do you need to still do that?
Yeah. If you still take that placement test, I feel like they want to test your like they want to test you. They want to know how good you are. Yeah, they want to know how good you are, and like I said, the speaking and listening and the writing is for the speaking and listening and writing and the other one. They feel like they want you to get their concepts. They want you for the English speaking and listening. They want you to know how they pronounce the accents. Yeah, how they talk, like how fast you can catch things up when they talk. So we have this listening activity every week. We listen to the audio and we do exercises on it. And for the writing too, like I said, they teach you how to write mails, how to write mail, send mail to. We have different people in different positions. So how to write mails to this person, how to write mails to this, so for the placement test, I feel like they want to text you. But if you pass, fine, you are starting your course right away. But if you don't, you have to do that. Then you start your course, your junior course next semester.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, all right, thank you. So, Emmanuel Kangnam, please unmute yourself and ask your question. Emmanuel.
Thank you very much, Doc. She said something I want to find out about the work per hour. She said $10 there, but I don't know if it varies from one state to another. That's what I want to know.
Oh, it depends.
Even from one university to the other.
As a what?
No, it was like the $10. Does it vary from one state to the other? I'm saying that even you can go to a different university, the same job you are doing, they might even pay $15, $12, $9, $8.50. So when it varies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And also, let me say this: if you are here, you are a nurse, or if you are here, you want to pursue nursing. It's doable. As far as you can send us your transcript for evaluation, or personally, I need your WASI results for verification, and also if you've already done post-secondary education, I'll need to see your transcript to see if we can help you, and then we can help you apply. Nancy picked one of our clients up this morning.
So I was late for my meeting.
Yeah. She already has a bachelor's degree, or she already went to Legon to pursue French, and now she's going to pursue nursing at St. Cloud State University. So the thing is, if you want to do it, talk to us. We are the experts. We know how we can work things out for you. We know how we can get you admission. We know how we can get you scholarships. And then when you get in there, our colleagues will also pick you up. And then they will give you the expert advice as Nancy is giving you. Where are the scholarships for you to apply to? We have people on the ground that can help you in terms of looking out for those scholarships, picking up from the airport, helping you out buy a ticket. You know, these are some of the key things that we do to help students so that your transition through the pipeline can be easy. Okay, we don't leave you hanging that at the end of the day you've gotten to the US and no one is going to pick you up. You get to the US, we provide a pickup for you. You are dropped on campus, we help you with accommodation. Nancy has been helping them with your accommodation. Gloria is also there. We already have other students who are there, one from Congo, one from Zimbabwe. We also have another Gladys who is also another student who is there. And there's also other 2 students who are also waiting to go to Minnesota. So we are here. We know the way. It's not only about getting the admission. How do you even get scholarships? How do you even go through the visa interview process? How do we guide you through the process? Why this program? Why this university? How many universities did you apply to? Nancy and I met online. We went through interview questions. We made sure that she was prepared. It's like going for a job interview. You have your mentor, you have your father, your mother who has been through the corporate world before. So they would also be a guide to you when you are going through this process. That is why we Top Tier Study Abroad Consult, we are here. That if you are interested in nursing, we can help you. So thank you very much for your question, Kangnam. We'll move on to Linda. Linda Adomako, please ask your question. We go to Juliet, and then I'll read. We have about 23 questions in the chat box. I can read some of them. Some of them were sent directly to me, so you did not see them.
Okay, Sister Nancy, please, I would like to know, I'm a midwife and I've applied for the nursing program. I want to know if I come over, am I going to start all over again or I'll start from some point? Because I already have the midwifery background back in Ghana.
Okay. Do you have like a certificate for that?
Yeah, it's a diploma midwifery. I have a diploma midwifery certificate.
Oh yeah, so for that one, what I know is you will do I think an exams for that before you can proceed. Yeah, if you have the diploma, you will have to take an exams before you can proceed. It depends if you.
Nancy, please unmute
Please,
yourself.
Work. I can't get
Hi,
you.
Linda. Okay, so I'm saying if you have the certificate, then you have to, when you come, you have to do an
Please,
exam.
can you come again?
Hello, Linda, can you hear me?
Yes, please, I can hear you now.
Okay, so I'm saying if you have the certificate, you have to do an exams. If you pass, then you will start the nursing right away. But if you fail, then you have to start everything from scratch.
Okay, so it will be a 4-year program, not like I've done midwifery in Ghana, so it will be a top up like 2 years.
Oh, no, they don't do that. You have to start everything now. Okay.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Bright, and then we go back to Juliet. Bright.
Hello, Doc. Good evening.
Good evening, Bright.
Thanks for this, giving time for me to make this submission. I will want to ask, to get the admission letter, unlike the one we had last week, which you have to submit a blocked account of the funds you need for the school. with this very one, how do you make the payment? Do you make payment to the school's account before the admission is given, or how does the process go? I caught up with the lecturer quite late, so if she can come back on this submission for me again. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, Nancy, how did you pay your tuition fee? Did you pay when you got there, or did you pay before you went?
My fees?
Yeah.
Oh, I pay it when I go here. So when you come, you have student accounts. We have a federal credit union on campus. So when you come, we take you there, then they create an account for you, then they give you the Visa debit card. So if you want to pay your fees, you pay it online. All you have to do is you enter in your details. No, you go to the school site, then you pay it from there. So you fill in your details, then you enter the amount you want to pay and the card, then straight up, they just deduct it from it. That's all. They send you a receipt back because you provide in your mail. Yeah, so we pay our fees through online. You can choose to go to the office to the administrative services to pay it. If you have cash, you can go there and pay it. If you wanted to pay it online, you can do it. If you want to call them, yeah, you can call them and yeah, you can just pay it.
Okay. So one thing I also like to add is that you would not have to pay any.
Yes, right.
You don't have to pay any tuition fee before you go to the US. You only have to get here. You have to get to the US, start school before you pay. Even when you start school, you need to go there and say, if I cannot pay this, I need to set a payment plan. Let me use myself.
Okay, Doc. Let me add something to it.
Okay.
So when you come here, you register for your courses. Your courses will determine the amount you pay. So when you register, then they take their 40% out, then you pay the remaining balance. Okay. So if you had already started classes online in Ghana, that means you have paid it in Ghana. And before you was register for it, or before you register for your course, you have to pay $300 from your fees. So let's say after they took their 40% scholarship, you left with $1,000 as your tuition. That means you have to pay 300 of it before you can register your course. Okay.
All right. Thank you. Juliet, you can ask your question and then we'll move on to Jerry. John Tay.
Okay, Doc, I'm back again. One sister, my sister was talking. She talked about if you entered into the interview room, the interviewer, after finishing with your question, after the interviewer has finished with you, he or she may give you maybe a piece of sheet that will show that maybe your visa is granted. What I want to know is if we didn't give you any sheet, it means they have refused you or what? That's what I wanted to know.
Yeah, and they will give you back your passport. But if
inside the room,
inside the room, at that moment, if you have been denied, no, he will even tell you. He will tell you, I'm sorry to say, but I can't approve this visa, and he'll give you your visa. He will give you your passport. But if your visa is been approved, he will give you that sheet of paper, and he will take your passport, and he will ask you to come for it in the following week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it possible for them to refuse you, or I don't know?
I can hear you, please.
What I wanted to know is from Ghana to that Sierra Leone, is it possible for them to refuse you, or does they would they consider your trip from Ghana
Oh
they don't
no.
consider anything?
No, it's just favor.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah, it's favor. Like,
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
they won't
Thank you very
just
much.
consider you because you are coming all the way from Ghana now. It depends,
Thank you
you
very
know,
much.
how prepared you are, how you answer them frequently. He wants to see if you are telling him the truth. Like I said, he have your I-20 already, so he's just asking you to, like, he just wants to see your confidence. You don't have to lie. He wants to see that whatever you are saying is true and it's provided here. What did you say, Juliet?
Okay, please, what I wanted to know is, the question that they will ask you is, who is sponsoring you now? What you say, maybe my husband is sponsoring me, my husband is working at the Bank of Ghana. Would they go and find out from the Bank of Ghana or what? That's what I want to know.
I mean, for what I know, what I heard, not what I know, what I heard is if your husband is sponsoring you, yeah, they will call your husband and ask you if he's aware that you are here. And if he gave you the right to come here, they will they will confirm. And for the banks, for the bank statement, yeah, you take your bank statement too. For the bank statement to, yeah, they will do a cross check. They will cross check. Yeah.
Okay. Doc, please, so does it mean where my husband is working, I have to mention where he is working, or
Yeah, you
the
have to
assignment?
explain it. You have to what? You have to convince him that, oh, your husband has wealth and he can sponsor you. All they want to know is when you come here, you can take care of yourself, like you are fully okay. So what they want to hear is you can sponsor, like the person sponsoring you is indeed going to help you out when you get here.
Okay. But no,
All right, Juliet, I would like to add something. When we get to the question, when we get to the mock interview, all these things, we go through it.
Yeah.
Again, as she said, that is what Nancy knows. But the truth is, or what is the fact is, they don't have time to go and do all the check. You have to convince the person. They don't have the time.
Yeah, you have.
If they have to check everyone, how long is it going to take for them to issue one visa?
Yeah, exactly.
Just imagine you are going in Ghana, they can interview 800 people in a day or in a week. 800 people in Ghana in a week. If they are interviewing 800 people, how can they verify everyone's state? The only verification they do is when you come in that you have a government scholarship, a company is sponsoring you. That one, they will confirm from them. They will keep that letter there and confirm. That one, government scholarship, they will confirm. Company sponsorship, they will confirm. That one, they will either go there physically. They can send someone to go there physically. So that one, but let's give others the chance to also ask questions. We have 2 minutes more to go. So when we get there, we would work on that. So Jerry John, your question, and then we will go to other students. Enoch has asked a question, and then we can go to the others. Jerry John, please unmute yourself. Okay, and also I would like to add that it's not only bachelors. Every week, if this is the first time you're joining us, every week or sometimes monthly or twice in a month, we try and bring people with different experiences. So most of the time we bring people who are already pursuing masters in the US or France or anywhere in the world. But this time, a lot of students were like, why is it only graduate degrees? Why don't you bring someone with a background in bachelor's degrees? That's why we brought Nancy here so she can share her experience with us. Okay, so she can share her experience with us, an undergrad. So we assist students to pursue masters, PhDs as well. So it's not only, it's not only masters, bachelors. Also, there are other students who have a background, but who have background in education. They have like a diploma in teaching or basic education. They want to pursue bachelor's degree. We do help with that. Some of them have a diploma in laboratory services or something like that, lab technician. We also help with that so that you can get a degree in that field. So the HNDs, we help them to get bachelor's degree. Those who bachelor's, if they want master's or direct PhD, specifically those in the engineering field, some of them have the liberty to apply directly into a PhD field. We also help with that. So it's not only bachelor's degree. So let me kindly stress on that so that we can all be on equal pegging. The other thing too is that our numbers are in the chat box. Please text us. If you are interested in studying abroad, please reach out to us. We are starting study abroad in France, Greece as well, and the UK too. If you are interested in studying in the UK too, kindly let us know and we'll see how best we can be of help to you as well. So please do not hesitate to reach out to us. Our offices are in Kumasi, Accra, Takoradi. If you want to visit any of our offices, you can also kindly do so, just so you know. So please, 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 please. Our services are so broad. There are other people who are interested in conferences. People who have also been asking me about trips to other African countries or trips to the UAE. We are going to roll out all that programs very soon. Some students also want to get travel experience before they go for the visa interview. If that is what you want, we are also working on that and seeing what we can also do to bring those services to your doorsteps. So, Jerry John, if you are there, please unmute yourself, ask your question. We go to Mr. Nsia. We've passed our time. 1 hour, 30 minutes is already passed. We want to finish or wrap up within the next 5 minutes. Jerry John, unmute yourself now, please, or we go to Mr. Nsia. All right, Mr. Nsia, kindly unmute yourself and ask your question.
Okay. Good evening, Doc.
Yeah, good evening.
Please, I want to know maybe having diploma in a program and I want to do similar program, that's the bachelor's. If I still have to start from level 100 or I'll be moved to maybe level 200 to start since I've done some of the courses already. Thank you.
Okay. Let me answer your question first. So in terms of if you already have that, if it's in the same line, what they do is, again, they will evaluate. Some of the universities will say, send your transcript to an evaluation agency so that they evaluate your transcript and see which of your courses that they can be able to transfer. Because you've already transferred your courses from the Ghanaian standard to the American standard, they will know which one is A, B, C, B, and then they can transfer it. Other universities will directly transfer it. Any other questions? All right, so let me move on. There are a lot of messages here. I hope students can get their diploma transcript evaluated and transferred. Yeah, to help them graduate early. Yes, you can do that. Also, again, our questions are, yeah.
Yeah, please, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yes, this is Jerry John. Thanks so much for this opportunity. I want to ask if someone couldn't pass his or her secondary school WASSCE, can the person still apply?
That is really tricky. If you didn't pass, like how? Did you fail like did the person fail all the 8 courses?
Yes, please. The person failed some of the courses.
No, if it's a fail, if it's like 1 F or 2 Fs, and then the rest are like B, C, yes, they need to pass 6 courses. But if it's more than 2, I cannot help. Just be
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Then the person.
Okay, thank you.
welcome.
All right, guys. I know there are a lot of questions here, but you can direct them to me. We've gone 4 minutes past our time. So Nancy, what advice would you give to someone who would nurse in the dream, or who it's a yearning to pursue a bachelor's degree in nursing, or just to study in the US, like you've had the opportunity to have? What would you tell such a person? Your advice.
Okay, so my advice is if you want to study in the US, you fight hard. Yeah, you fight hard, you push hard. When you come here, we are here to help you. Okay, so yeah, that's all I can say. You push and you fight hard, and we are here to help you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Nancy, for please thank you very much for spending your an hour and 36 minutes with us today. We truly appreciate your time, and I know people have learned from your experience going through the study abroad process. Other people had questions in terms of how long did it take for the whole process to go through. But we cannot answer all questions. Please direct them to us. You can also call us. Someone just asked a question, please, about how her stay in Sierra Leone, how was the hotel experience and the payment too. Please, can you answer that last question, and then we can go. Your stay in Sierra Leone, the hotel where you stayed, was it okay? Your experience, the payment, your transportation.
Oh, okay. So it was okay. So the I think there are people in Sierra Leone which tend to they are part of the top tier team. So when you come in, like I said, they'll come and pick you up and lodge you in a hotel. So like it's not really expensive because you change from CDs to their currency. So it's not really expensive. And everything is included. If he's supposed to take you for rounds, and yeah, if you want to go out, get something, everything is included. Okay.
Okay, is that okay? Okay, so yes. So the fees, they are paid monthly. If a student defaults, nothing happens to the student. But the thing is, some of the universities, you cannot register for the following semesters, the classes for next semester. Some universities will allow you to register, but most of them will not allow you unless you go there, talk to them, and there's an agreement. They will open it up for you to register. Even with that, you need to make some form of payment. So it's all about how you talk to them, letting them know. It's not like there is no communication. That one, they'll block you. But if there is communication, you let them know what is going on with you. Maybe your sponsor is sick, so we cannot send money to you. They would see how best they can work with you. It has happened to me before. I had an agreement with them. I was paying $50. Even with that, they were accepting. Even if it's $20, they will take the money. So just so you know. But all being said, please make sure if you have any questions, just get it to us. So Bright, in terms of how much is sufficient to apply for admission, please reach out to me and I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Sammy Blankson, if you have a visitor's visa, you need to convert it or change it from, do what we call a readjustment of status, whereby your status as visitor B1, B2 will be changed to F1. So you have to apply so that you can change your status from B1, B2 to F1. So the cost of evaluation can range. It depends on the evaluation agency. Credentials tends to the evaluation of the credentials tends to be a little bit different in terms of payment. So, for example, if the dollar is 8 cedis today, tomorrow it can be 8.2. 8.2. So the within, in terms of dollar, I think it's $260. You can get your transcript evaluated. Yeah, for sure, in terms of dollar. All right. How much is okay? All right. So please follow us on WhatsApp. Join our WhatsApp group. Follow us on Facebook. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can get notifications when we start webinars. You get a notification that we started a webinar. All that you need to do is to click on the video and watch. You just don't need to wait for us to send you a message. But please, you can also, after this webinar, you can go back, play, and watch the whole show and enjoy yourself. If there was a question that we answered, you've forgotten, you can go back there, watch. But please make sure you subscribe. Our YouTube channel, when you go on YouTube, the search box, just key in tap TS Study Abroad Consult, and then we will pop up. Again, Nancy, thank you very much for spending your Sunday with us. It's 2:41, and I know you have to go and be with the newbies who just arrived from Ghana, so that they will know their left from their right. And I hope to see you all again next week. Goodbye. Have a nice Sunday.